International heavyweight champion from Russia, Denis Baktov! And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, super red rating, 16 stone, 12 pounds, 9 ounces, contest, 8 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. He comes to the ring as a two-time ABA champion and the winner of the coveted Olympic gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, from Watford, England, it's AJ Anthony! So let's get the action on the way then. 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC International Heavyweight Championship.
A real sense that we are looking at a future superstar in British boxing. Already scaled the summit as an amateur with the Olympic gold medal. Can he repeat the trick as a professional? And he's up against Denis Baktov, who once held this title, the WBC International Heavyweight title, back in 2001. That was his 9th professional fight. But Denis, for Anthony tonight, this is his 9th professional fight. Physically just so imposing. 16. Baktov doing a nice little job of just slipping and missing those long jabs. Baktov tends to stick around. I mean, he's never been got out of there inside before 4 rounds. He's only failed to go the distance once since 2005. That was against Manuel Shah, and that was on a hand injury as well. So he knows how to look after himself, and that's what Joshua needs. He needs some rounds. He needs an opponent who can make him miss. Yeah, eventually he's going to need some competitive rounds. At the moment, Baktov doesn't know how to get close. Yeah, this could be big trouble for Baktov already, as Joshua's catching him early. The crowd's caught fire as well, and Baktov knows he's in a fight. He's shaken up, Jim. The legs don't look good. Landed a right hand there, Baktov. A little shake of the head as if to say, yeah, I'm all right. And Joshua smiles right back at him. Joshua's quickest win, 83 seconds. Back at Wembley Stadium. But he's caught and hurt this fella already. Well, I mean, you have to compare Joshua's performance so far with the recent performances against Baktov. And this is terrific. You know, he's not moving into punching, you know, close enough to get countered. He's getting these punches on without Look
at the
eye,
damage
on the
left eye.
Cut there as well.
I mean, Baktov is an experienced guy, and he was trying to find a way to get close to Joshua. And while he was thinking about that, you know, he got thumped with the jab, then the big right hand, and Joshua is picking the punches beautifully at the moment. Well, he made him miss with that first jab, didn't he, Baktov? I thought, oh, we got someone who's going to be a bit clever and cute here. And then once Joshua tagged him, you could see he was in trouble. Missing there, Joshua, and then Baktov tries to land something himself, can't get close. Nah, just in total control. And smiling. Showing a nice little feint, you know, thinking what he's doing. Just all the time in the world. Nah, definitely a special talent in the heavyweight division. Oh, look at that counter right hand as well. He loved it. Baktov didn't. He's taken it though, but Joshua smiling again. Sharp, nasty little short inside left hand there as well. Baktov with another left hand. Caught. And Joshua grinning from ear to ear as he's tagging a very experienced and capable opponent here in Denis Baktov. And full credit to Baktov. These are the punches that have finished the 8 opponents already. He's still in there. Can't make any impression whatsoever, but he's taken his medicine. So he's proved his toughness getting through that round. That was a huge round for Joshua. And an absolute disastrous round for Baktov. Yep, I mean, he was actually smiling halfway through the round. He would land a big shot and he would smile back, not getting close enough for Baktov to be able to do anything. And while Baktov was thinking about what he wanted to do, and that was a beautiful little counter, and out comes the tongue. They both knew that was a beauty. That was a terrific, that's as good a round as I've seen from Joshua. That really was impressive.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
That first round was about as competitive as a bullfight. Everything but the red cape for Anthony Joshua in there at the moment. Round 2 then. Joshua has never been stopped inside 4. It's scheduled for 10. We have 3 scoring judges. I don't think we'll be needing them.
But you know, he's not just thinking about power, Joshua, he's thinking about his skills as well. You don't want to take punches yet. Terrific right hands. This guy's experienced, and that's what's keeping him in there.
And backed off, really giving it a go, trying to tag him back. But again, just too sharp and too powerful from Joshua, who's slicing into ribbons here. And Ian John Lewis might have a job to do, because Backtoff is so brave, he's standing, and Ian John Lewis did absolutely the right thing, because Backtoff, oh, he's let it go on. Well, I thought he was stopping it.
He should be,
and he will, and he has. If you hadn't seen him before and you wondered what the fuss was about, that is what the fuss is about.
That's as good a performance as what I've ever seen from Anthony Joshua. He's just wiped out a guy who does not get wiped out. That was terrific, and he hardly took a punch in return. Kept his boxing together. You can see the things he's been working on in the gym. He puts them all perfectly in the fights. They're doing a terrific job behind the scenes. The hard work obviously is being done behind the scenes, because the opponents cannot live with them. They're going to have to step them up. But we're in a real tough position here. How do you can't take chances with a talent like this. But there is no question this young man is going all the way.
Well, if you want to make the comparison, and of course any comparison is ridiculous, I'll do it after this. Into shreds, wasn't he?
Yep, and he took nothing back in the process. He's always thinking what he's doing, and just tremendous natural power. Full credit to Backtoff. He didn't quit. He took his bumps. He tried to fire back. Okay, we're looking at a man at the end of a long 15-year career, but these are the punches that were flooring the previous 8 of Joshua's opponents. This guy was taking them and still trying to get himself back into the fight. This is the point when the fight should really have been stopped there. Said box on, but thankfully he had a good look at Backtoff, as you can see. A couple more shots, then in he goes. One more decent punch, and he called it off. Terrific performance.
And you saw the reaction from Backtoff as well. No complaints, no argument. He was glad to be out of there. Oh, this really was impressive from Joshua tonight. There's just no two ways about it. Backtoff was brought in because he's durable and capable and can look after himself, and he looked like a little kid in there against Anthony Joshua. Well, again, let's go back to the comparison, and comparisons are ridiculous, of course, you can't make them, but this is what he's done in 9 fights, and he's won his first. Lewis didn't win his first 10-rounder till his 13th fight. If you want to make that comparison, he's ahead of Lennox Lewis at the moment, and the momentum and the excitement and the interest in this fella is only going to build and build and build.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Bob Edgeworth recorded a time of 1 minute of the second round. Ian John Lewis has stopped this contest with Backtoff in no position to defend himself. Therefore, your winner and the new WBC International Heavyweight Champion from Watford, England, AJ Anthony Joshua!
Wow, Anthony Joshua delivers yet again. Dennis Backtoff dispatched